Hi guys, welcome to Algorithms Made Easy. In this video, we will see the question concatenation of consecutive binary numbers. Given an integer n, return the decimal value of the binary string formed by concatenating the binary representation of 1 to n in order, and with that we need to do a modulo 10 raised to 9 plus 7 so that it fits in the integer. For example 1, where n is 1, the output would be 1 as its binary representation corresponds to a decimal value 1. Now, if n is equal to 3, in binary 1, 2 and 3 represents 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. After concatenating these, we get this is for 1, then 1, 0 for 2 and then 1, 1 for 3. And this particular integer corresponds to a decimal value of 27, and so we return 27. Now, when example is 12, this is the binary string that would be formed by using 12, and the decimal value for this is a very long number which would not be fitting into our integer, and so after doing a modulo we get a result which is this one, and that is the answer. We are given that the number will range from 1 to 10 raised to 5. Now let's see how we can solve this question. So let's take n equal to 4, and here I am taking an array of length 16 just to depict how the shifting and everything would work. So if you see the binary representations from 1 to 4, it would look like this. Now what we need to do is we need to create a string or an integer by shifting this and adding all these bits over here. So firstly we'll add 1 in this particular array. Now we need to add 2. And so we would need to add 1, 0 in this particular array. To add this, we need to shift the 1 2 bits. Now how do we find this 2 bits? Because the length of this particular string that we need to add is 2, and so we would need to shift this one 2 bits, or we need to shift the whole thing 2 bits in the left. After doing that, we can just add this 1, 0 over here in the last. Similarly, we'll do it for 3. For 3, we need to shift this 2 bits again, and so that gives us this particular answer. Again, if we do that for 4, we get this. And so after everything is done, we need to just give its integer representation as the output. And for n equal to 4, this integer representation would be 220. Now the one thing to note is that while we are adding these numbers over here, we can go out of the range for integer, and so we would need to take long, and integer would not work in our case. The next question that arises is, how do we find the length of the string that we are going to add? So for that we have two methods. First is to convert the number into binary string and then find its length. So in Java that can be done by using this function integer.toBinary string and the number, so it would give you the length. And so length would be this binary string dot length. The other way to do it is by using a binary operation. In the binary operation, we'll be using our size variable that would be there. Initially, we would keep the size as 1, and then whenever the size gets increased, we would be increasing it by 1. And now whenever we are shifting like from 3 to 4, the size gets increased by 1. And so we need to do a size plus plus. So how do we know that we are going one step ahead? So for that we can do num and num minus 1. For example, if you do it for 4, you would get 0, but if you do it for 5, you would get a 1, because this is 1 and this is 1. So whenever you are getting the result for this as 0, that means that you are going one step ahead, and so you need to increase the size of that particular string. The second thing is, how would we append the current number or the current binary string? So for that, one way is doing result plus num, and the other way is doing it using a binary operation. In binary operation, OR works similar to adding the number, and so you can do result or num in binary. So that's all for what needs to be done and why it needs to be done. One more thing that we need to take care of is mod operation, because otherwise you would get a wrong result. So now let's go ahead and code these two ways and see how it affects our time and space. So here the first thing I need is a result variable and the mod that we are going to do. After this, I need to go from 1 to n and start appending the binary strings for that particular number in my result variable. In here, the first thing I need is the size. So let's take a string, and this would be integer.to binary string of I. The length would be binary string.length. The second thing is I need to shift everything that is there in result by the length that we have found out for the particular current string. And with this, to prevent from integer overflow, I need to do a mod with my mod. Again, now that I have shifted, I also need to add the current I into my string. But while adding also, we need to take care that we are not going beyond my integer, and so we do a mod. Now this would take care of looping till n, and finally we'll get the result in our result variable. But since this is long, I need to return it by converting it into int. Let's run this code, and it is giving a perfect result. Let's submit this, and it got submitted. The time complexity for this particular solution is O of n. Now let's see how we can improve the solution. So we'll take an integer variable size, and over here we'll get rid of this by doing the AND operation that we saw. So if I and I minus 1 is 0, we do a size plus plus, and we get rid of this. We can also get rid of this sentence by doing an OR with I, and this goes away, and that's it. Let's run this, and we are getting a perfect result. Let's submit this one also, and it got submitted. The time complexity over here remains the same, but the bit manipulation increases the speed. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. Keep learning, keep watching. I'll see you in the next one.